Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Four Corner Sports Talk Show. I am Ryan Schlesinger, and tonight we have an incredible game. It's game one of the National League Division Series, two NL West rivals between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. This should be a fun one here live from Los Angeles, California, Dodger Stadium. Very excited to get this one underway. Let's take a look at a preview for this game. So for the Padres on the mound, it will be Mike Clevenger. Now, of course, the Dodgers with a big advantage in the first few games of this series because they get the front end of their rotation. The Padres, who have already used, Blake Snell and Yu Darvish, and of course, 2 nights ago, using Joe Musgrove, who pitched an incredible game against the New York Mets, in leading them en route to a big win. And the main reason why the Padres are here, gave up just one hit. And the Mets had a horrible night against Joe Musgrove, to say the least. I mean, they had less hits than the Liverpool soccer team did about a week ago, and they lost that game, the Liverpool soccer team having goals. So that's a pretty rough night for the New York Mets if you just want to put things into perspective. But anyways, the Padres have Mike Clevenger going, and still a really talented pitcher when he has his best stuff. And then tonight for the Dodgers, making their postseason debut, they get the front of their rotation, and they go to Julio Urias, who has been great all season. He is the National League leader in ERA, and he looks to have a good start to his postseason tonight. Let's take a look at the lineups. The San Diego Padres have Jurickson Profar batting first in left field, Juan Soto batting second in right field, Manny Machado, who played a huge role in that series against the Mets, batting third, playing third base. The DH will be Brady Drury batting cleanup. Will Myers batting fifth, playing first base. The second baseman, Jake Cronenworth, will bat sixth. And then the final three, the 7, 8, 9, will be Hassan Kim at short, Trent Grisham at center field, and Austin Nola behind the plate catching for Mike Clevenger. Of course, you talk about Hassan Kim, a guy could fall a little bit under the radar for someone who doesn't know too much about the Padres. He has not been a great player, but with an 108 OPS plus this regular season, he's been above average and definitely incredible glove to fill in for Fernando Tatis Jr., who, of course, has been injured and has not been able to play the shortstop position for the Padres. He got injured. He was scheduled to come back in the second half of the season, about midway through that, and then he tested positive for PEDs. So he is suspended through the beginning of next season. No postseason Tatis for the Padres. Now we take a look at the Dodgers lineup before we start this game momentarily. The Dodgers have Mookie Betts in right field, Trey Turner at shortstop, batting second after Mookie Betts. Then Freddie Freeman will bat third at first base. Will Smith batting cleanup at catcher. Max Muncy batting fifth at third base. Justin Turner batting sixth at DH. And then Gavin Lux at second base batting seventh. And then your 8 and 9 are the left fielder, Trace Thompson, and the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Should be a fun one, too. Really explosive lineups. We take a look at tonight's weather with Julio Urias throwing his warm-up pitches. The temperature is 72 degrees here in Los Angeles, a 4 mile per hour wind, so that should not be a big factor in this ball game in the outdoor atmosphere of Dodger Stadium. The crowd still coming in here. Expect a big, full, sold-out crowd tonight, but we may not see that in effect until after the first inning with, of course, the horrible traffic in Los Angeles. I guess I should say California, but especially Los Angeles. So Julio Urias taking the mound tonight, as I said. Clayton Kershaw has been a Game 1 starter 7 times since 2015 for the Dodgers, but Tonight, of course, they go to the guy who's been hot all season, and he's been their ace. He has a 2.16 ERA, the NL best, 17-7 record in 31 starts. He's been amazing. He goes to the four-seam fastball nearly half the time, then the curveball 33% of the time, the changeup 18% of the time, and the sinker just 2% of the time. So really a three-pitch guy, and that's what we're going to see tonight from Julio Urias. So here comes Jurickson Profar to come up to the plate. By the way, quick little score update around Major League Baseball. The Yankees currently lead the Guardians 4-1 in that game. Guardians took a 1-0 lead after a Stephen Kwan solo homer, but Yankees able to score 4 unanswered. And in the bottom of the 6th right now, they're looking to close it out. So here's the first pitch, and Profar swings and misses, and it's 0-1, and we are underway here in California. Jurickson Profar was 4 for 12 in the Wild Card Series. 4 RBIs, also scored 3 runs, so he played a pretty big in the Padres series win over the Mets. The curveball in at 81 miles per hour for strike 2. Good start for Julio Urias. 2 quick strikes and an 0-2 count. And here's the payoff pitch coming. And Profar looks at a pitch just below the zone on the curveball, and it's 1-2. Urias has a really nice curveball. One of the reasons he's so tough is because he has that curveball in the low 80s, and he can fire you some heat with the fastball in the high 90s. 1-2 is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Juan Soto on deck. Padres love having him in that 2 spot because of just how reliable he can be. The 1-2 is fouled off, and by reliable, what I say is that you can get Jurickson Profar, your leadoff hitter, on. You got Juan Soto, who leads the major leagues in walks. So then you could have first and second if, say, Profar singles. Also, the Dodgers, well, they have a ton of gold gloves. Cody Bellinger, a 2019 Gold Glover. Freddie Freeman, a 2018 Golden Glover. 1-2 pitch, grounded to third. Muncy, throw over to first in time. And they get Jurickson Profar out on a routine ground ball. There's 1 away. So now here comes Juan Soto. Juan Soto this season batting .242. Just missed the 30 home run mark with 27. An .853 OPS. A lot of that thanks to all his walks. He digs in here. Juan Soto had a really slow start to the regular season with the Nationals, traded the Padres. Never really did great, but he's always reliable with the walks. As on the first pitch he sees, he slowly grounds one. To Trey Turner over on the right side of the infield for the out. We take a look at Manny Machado now coming up to the plate. And he hit a home run off Julio Urias on September 3rd and September 10th. He has 2 this season off of him. He's been incredible. His career off Julio Urias in the postseason, a .370 average, 10 hits, 4 home runs, and he is a Julio Urias killer. Dodgers fans are booing Manny Machado as he comes to the plate. So with nobody on and 2 away, Manny Machado digs in. First pitch is not going to be a strike. It'll be a ball. Looked like that one hit the bottom of the zone. They won't call it a strike, so it's 1-0 on Manny Machado. Urias looking to get a quick out here and have a quick inning. 1-0 pitch is upstairs, and it's 2-0. Urias' 10th pitch of the inning coming up. Manny Machado, always a tough guy to face. Never want to give him anything good to hit, especially with your history against him if you're Julio Urias. The 2-0 swung on and popped foul, and it's 2-1. We have some people here in the chat. So welcome. Thanks for the compliment, Sideway Nose Grab. And we also have the Carolina cast here with us. Marcus is here as well. 2-1 pitch to Manny. Upstairs, way upstairs. Smith set up inside, and he just threw that one way upstairs. 3-1. Brandon Drury on deck. If Machado can draw the walk and keep the inning going. Now here's the 3-1. Machado swings a ground ball. Throw over to first is in time on the routine grounder. So a nice and really smooth 1-2-3 inning to start off this ball game for Julio Urias. And the Dodgers will come up to bat next, starting off with Mookie Betts. We'll see you in just a moment here on the Four Corners Sports Talk Show. Welcome back, everyone. It's the bottom of the first. Nice 1-2-3 inning for Julio Urias. Now here comes the Dodgers. Mookie Betts will lead it off, then Trey Turner, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Justin Turner, then Gavin Lux, Trace Thompson, and Cody Bellinger. One of the best lineups in baseball to start off and make their postseason debut, the last team to hit for their first time in this postseason. Mike Clevenger on the mound tonight. He has an above 9 ERA against the Dodgers this season. There was a ton of different pitches. First pitch, just above the zone at 79. Mike Clevenger's outing is underway. Mookie Betts this season hit 35 home runs. That's a career high for him, so definitely an increase in power. The 1-0 pitch, called strike one on the bottom right corner of the zone. Good pitch right there from Clevenger. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Mookie, sharp ground ball. Manny makes a slick play over on the hot corner, and he that's out with a nice strong throw over to first. One away. Take another look at this very sharp ground ball, and Manny kind of goes to his knees to get that one on the backhand, but made that play look really easy. Now it'll be Trey Turner. Turner with some of the best speed in baseball. No ground ball is routine with him. First pitch is fouled off. Trey batting .298 this season. We see Bob Melvin. This is his first season with the Padres, his 19th season as an MLB manager. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one low and away, and it's 1-1. Turner also with 21 home runs this season, so he does have some power, but more of a speed guy. Pretty much everyone on the Dodgers has some power. There's nobody who is just a contact hitter. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Turner swings. Fly ball. Left field. This ball is long gone. Trey Turner with a one-out solo home run in the bottom of the first inning on just Clevenger's sixth pitch of the night. He gets a hold of that one. 419 feet. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and Trey Turner gets this Dodger Stadium crowd hyped up. They already have a 1-0 lead. That was a majestic shot right there from Trey Turner. Wow. Boy, oh boy, did he crush that baseball. Now here comes Freddie Freeman. First pitch is low. 79 miles per hour there. Take another look. That pitch really good to hit middle in, and Turner just crushed it, immediately dropping the bat, and everyone in this stadium knew it right off the bat. That ball was going to clear the fence over in left field. 1-0 to Freeman is fouled off the other way, 1-1. So just as I mentioned that Trey has some power, he goes deep. It's just like he heard me and he wanted to show off that power. Even count on Freeman, who's batting .325 this season. He's been one of the best players in the National League. Here's the pitch. And that one just inside at 93. 2-1 Freeman gets ahead in the count in his postseason career. He has 42 games, so he's pretty experienced. And 18 extra base hits, 20 RBIs, so he's been pretty good in the clutch. Here's a 2-1. Freeman hits a bouncing ball foul down the first baseline. Split up count at 2-2. Freeman, most of those games, of course, with the Atlanta Braves in the postseason. But he's used to being in the postseason. And now he just comes over to a team that's even more consistent at making it deep in the postseason. The 2-2 pitch to Freeman. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with the 77-mile-per-hour curveball. A very nice pitch right there from Clevenger. And there's 2 away. And now here's Will Smith. Take a look at the best record when scoring first. Dodgers are 76-13 when scoring first. That's third all-time since 1920, only behind the 2001 Mariners and the 1981 Cincinnati Reds, 2 very elite teams. First pitch to Will Smith is a called strike 1 right on the outside part of the zone. Dave Roberts in his 7th season as the Dodgers manager, 2020 World Series champion. Looking to win his 2nd in 3 years this season and do it for Vin Scully. The 0-1 is lined into left. That's going to drop fair and into the corner. Smith is chugging around first. Coming into second. Gets there safely with a stand-up double. With 2 away, Will Smith keeps this inning going, and the Dodgers have their 2nd extra base hit of the inning. It's only the bottom of the first. Now here comes Max Muncy. Take another look at this. Smith with a good swing. That pitch coming in, and he just pulls it. Beautiful hit right there for Will Smith, one of the best hitting catchers in baseball. Runner on second with 2 away now. See what Max Muncy can do here. Batting 196 this season, he's really struggled. But we know he has the power. We know he's capable, big pull hitter. And this season, Max Muncy has really picked it up in the last 53. Not amazing, but 12 home runs and a 247 average. He's been more consistent. The OPS up by 200 in the second half compared to a really bad first half, batting below 170. 1-0 in the dirt. It's 2-0. Austin Nola doing the catching. Of course, the brother of Aaron Nola. Won't count on Max Muncy. Here's the pitch. And that one, a called strike one on the outside part of the zone, 81 miles per hour. Clevenger throws a lot of off-speed pitches. We've seen high 70s, very low 80s. We've seen that a lot. Max Muncy, a Texas guy, went to Keller High School in Keller, Texas. Went to Baylor in Texas as well. Here's the 2-1. That one just inside. And 3-1 now. Dodgers have a chance to keep this inning going and put 2 runners on. Justin Turner on deck for the Dodgers. 3 balls and 1 strike on Max Muncy. Smith leads off of second. Here's the pitch, and Muncy swings. That's a ground ball through the infield for a base hit. Into left field, Profar throw into second, and the Dodgers will score another run. They have 2 in the first inning, thanks to a Max Muncy RBI single. Will Smith easily scoring there. Just a well-hit ground ball right through the infield. Nobody even close to making a play on that one. Now here comes Justin Turner. A beautiful piece of hitting right there from Max Muncy. Just getting the job done. He just hits a ground ball the opposite way. I mentioned that he was a big pull hitter, but he was able to hit one in the right direction over there. Not near Manny Machado, and nobody on that part of the infield that is just right of the second base bag. First pitch to Justin Turner is ball just outside, 1-0. Turner, in his last 59 games, has a 349 average and a 968 OPS. He's been really good. He's been one of the best players in the MLB in his last 40 games. 1-0 pitch is outside. That's ball 2. 2-0, and Clevenger struggling to throw strikes here. Thrown 20 pitches this inning already. This will be his 21st. The whole infield comes in here to talk about what to do to the dangerous Justin Turner. A 2-0 count now. Here's the pitch to Turner, and Turner takes a ball low in the dirt, and it's 3-0. Clevenger really struggling here. Not looking good. Dodgers looking for an opportunity to take an even bigger lead. Already up 2-0. One of the best teams when scoring first. Urias has a good outing. The Dodgers can really feed off that. 3-0 pitch is upstairs. Ball four, a 4-pitch walk. And now Gavin Lux will come to the plate. With 2 away and 2 on. This is really not looking good right now for the Padres. They're going to need a really big offensive night. They want to keep it close from the looks of it so far. Still waiting for Clevenger to settle in. Here's the first pitch to Gavin Lux. That one in there, called strike one on the curveball. Dave Roberts actually played for the San Diego Padres as an outfielder from 2005 to 2006. He also managed the Padres in 2015, so he has a lot of experience with them. 0-1 is downstairs to even up the count at 1-1. Mike Clevenger so far, 12 strikes and 12 balls for 24 total pitches. This already is 25th in the first. The 1-1 swung on and foul tipped right behind the plate. It'll be 1-2. Now Clevenger has a chance here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chance to get out of finally this really, really long inning. By the way, we thank you for watching Four Corners. You're watching from YouTube or Twitch. The 1-2 pitch, and Lux swings. Line drive center. Coming on is Grisham, and he makes a nice play over there. So Clevenger gets out of the inning, allows 2 runs, and the Dodgers leave 2 men on, but not before Trey Turner hitting a monstrous home run. We'll be back in a moment. Julio Urias has some run support early on. He'll come back onto the mound next to face Brandon Drury. Well, everyone, welcome back to Four Corners. Let's take a look at some baseball sports from around the league. Earlier today, the Phillies just hung on to beat the Braves 7-6 in Atlanta, and the Seattle Mariners nearly pulled off a big upset. They led by 4 at one point, and Yordan Alvarez hit a walk-off 3-run homer when they were down by 2, and the Houston Astros win it 8-7. thanks to a really clutch homer from Jordan. And also, currently in the Bronx, the Guardians and the Yankees. The Guardians were leading 1-0 thanks to Stephen Kwan's solo home run, but the Yankees have scored 4 unanswered, and they currently lead 4-1 in the bottom of the 7th. With a runner on first and no outs, looking very likely right now that they will take a 1-0 series lead. Well, now back to West Coast baseball between the Dodgers and the Padres. Brandon Drury coming up to bat, started this season as a Cincinnati Red, now playing in the playoffs thanks to being traded at the deadline to the San Diego Padres. He's cooled down a little bit since being traded over from the Reds, still having a really nice season, 263 average, 28 home runs. Here's the 1-0, and Drury takes a ball that looked to be in the zone, but Urias can't get the call. It's 2-0, a hitter's count now. Your home plate umpire tonight is Trip Gibson. 2-0 pitch is a called strike one, and it's 2-1. Two-one count on Drury. Here's the pitch. Drury swings, fouls one off, 2-2 now. Leo Urias from Mexico made his debut in 2016 with the Los Angeles Dodgers, been there for his whole career. Really broke out last season, but he's also put together some really under-the-radar seasons, especially in the 2019 season, where he was actually more of a reliever. Pitched 37 games, just started only 8, and a 2.49 ERA. He was really good and stepped into a bigger role in 2020, starting 10 of his 11 games. And ever since, he's never made a relief appearance. He's been so great. This is his second season in a row with under a 3 ERA. And his career ERA is down to 2.82. He's been a really good player and still a younger player, just 26 at the beginning of 26 and 60 days. 2-2, split count. Here's the pitch to Drury. Drury swings, fly ball to the opposite field. This one hooking, foul into the seats. Didn't get a lot on that ball, but wind pushed it foul around the pole. Could have actually been a home run at Fenway around the pesky pole. Long at bat for Drury. This is the 8th pitch from Julio Urias, his 20th on the night. And a called strike 3. He backwards K'd him right on the outside part of the zone. And a nice paint job there from Julio Urias. And one away. We have a question here. I believe this is Marcus on the Four Corners account. I think the Padres definitely have a chance to bounce back. They have a great team, but it's definitely going to be tough with Julio Urias on the mound. And so far, Julio Urias 4 up, 4 down for him. Myers at the plate here, fouls off the first pitch. Will Myers batting .261 this season. In the wild card series, he was 0 for 8. So looking for his first hit of the playoffs. Here's the 0-1, and Myers swings very sharp line drive foul into the netting. That ball was really hit hard. I mean, even though it was a foul ball, it doesn't really matter, but really sharp line drive over there. Will Myers started off his career as an outfielder. He's recently transitioned to playing first base a little bit more, especially in the playoffs. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and popped foul behind the plate. So we take a look at Will Myers in his career. He's played 363 games at first base, but most of those games coming in 2017, 2016, when he was, by the way, still with the Padres, one of the longest tenured players still currently with the team, been there since 2015. But he played that position mostly up until 2018, and Myers swings, high fly ball. Who's going to get it? It'll be Trace Thompson making the catch in fair territory for out number 2. But yeah, Myers really stopped playing the first base position. He's come back to it this season, making over 10 appearances at first base for the first time since 2017, 25 games in the regular season at first base. And then he's primarily been a right fielder in most of his career, also has some starts in left field and center field. But Will Myers is retired, and now here comes Jake Cronenworth. Leo Urias has looked really sharp so far tonight. First pitch fouled off to the opposite field. 0-1. Jake Cronenworth attended the University of Michigan. For any Wolverines fans that are watching, they're putting together a really nice season in college football. Cronenworth batting .239 this season. The 28-year-old swings and hits a fly ball into left, coming on at Trace Thompson, and he makes his second catch of the inning over there in left. 6 up, 6 down for Julio Urias. The Dodgers will come up to bat, looking to add on to their 2-0 lead, and we'll take another quick break here on Four Corners. Be back in about 2 minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to Four Corners. The Dodgers lead it 2-0 with Trayce Thompson coming up to bat to lead off the bottom of the second. Great start to the game for Trey Turner with a monstrous home run over 400 feet and over 110 miles per hour off the bat. First pitch to Thompson is a ball upstairs. That was just Trey Turner's second career postseason home run. Here's the 1-0, called strike one on Thompson. Trayce Thompson, the brother of Klay Thompson, and of course son of Michael Thompson, two NBA players, but he went for baseball and he's been really shining in his sport this season with the Dodgers. He grounds one to third. Machado, throw over to first, is in time. Nearly pulled Myers off the bag. They're able to make the play and retire Trayce Thompson. And now here comes Cody Bellinger. Been a really good player in the postseason for the Dodgers. Of course, has been on a decline this season. But let's see if he can get off his postseason to a good start. Bellinger batting .210 this season, but he's got some really good power. Was swinging for the fences on that one. Got a curveball that he didn't really expect. 0-1 on a big swing and a miss. Bellinger has been hot as recent in his last 16 games. A 3.26 average, 6 extra base hits, 10 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bellinger swings, opposite field, foul ball off the very end of the bat. Pitchers count 0-2. Clevenger looking to have a clean inning here after really struggling in the first. Throwing a lot of pitches. 0-2 pitches swung and missed, and Bellinger is down on strikes. Clevenger has his second strikeout of the night. There's 2 away. Bellinger with definitely a very ugly swing there. You know, he has a very smooth swing when he's able to make good contact with the ball, but that one, not a pretty one. That's now up. Lineup turns over. See if Clevenger can redeem himself. Again, against this top of the Dodgers lineup. First pitch is a ball outside. 1-0. Trey Turner on deck. Looking for his second hit of the night, maybe even his second extra base hit of the night. Here's the 1-0, and Betts takes a ball upstairs at 79 miles per hour, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. 35th pitch of the night coming from Mike Clevenger. Betts swings, fly ball left field, and the play is made over there. So a routine ground out, a strikeout, and a routine fly out. That ends the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Mike Clevenger, and Julio Urias will come back next here on the Four Corners Sports Talk Show. Dodgers lead it 2-0. 2-0 ball game here. Dodgers in the lead with Hassan Kim coming up to the plate to lead off the top of the third. Julio Urias so far has looked phenomenal through 2. See what he can do in his third inning of the work. 7, 8, 9 coming to the plate for the Padres. Starting off with Hassan Kim, first pitch, called strike 1. Great pitch there on the bottom outside corner to Hassan Kim. He was 2 for 8 in the wild card series, 4 runs scored, also had a stolen base. Looked pretty good so far this playoffs. The 0-1 pitch was grounded foul down the third base line, 0-2. Urias with just 28 pitches thrown so far. And if he can have under 40 through 3 innings, Dodgers fans would take anyway. That is strikeout on Hassan Kim, the top of the zone. That pitch looked to be upstairs, but Urias gets the call. Looked to be just upstairs, but a really close pitch either way. Strikeout there for Julio Urias. 1 away now. And the next batter coming up is Trent Grisham. 30th pitch of the night from Urias, and the first to Trent Grisham, who's batted 184 in the regular season, is a strike on the curveball at 80 miles per hour. 0-1. Trent Grisham batted .500 in the 2022 Wild Card Series against the Mets. 2 home runs, 5 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and a 1.9 and a really high above 1,000 OPS. 0-1 pitch, swung and missed. It's 0-2. Grisham kind of got jammed there. Quick 0-2 pitchers count. And the payoff delivery from Julio Urias is a called strike 3 at the top of the zone. That one looked to be in the zone this time. And Julio Urias gets a well-deserved call, his second strikeout of the inning. 2 up, 2 down on the inning with Austin Nola coming to the plate. Taking another look, Urias. Just a nice job there. Great pitch there, and now it's Austin Nola. Urias has found the zone early on. First pitch is the curveball inside for ball 1. Urias has been really consistent with the strike throwing and not giving a ton of pitches that are good to hit. 26 strikes, 7 balls. 34th pitch is lined into left. That's going to be a fair ball, and that's going to be an extra base hit for Austin Nola as he jogs his way into second. Throw comes into Trey Turner. A 2-out double for Austin Nola, bringing up the top of the order for the Padres with Jurickson Profar. Trying to capitalize with a runner in scoring position, trailing 2-0. Certainly a home run would be big. Just want to keep the inning alive. So Urias allows his first base runner at the very end of the first time around the order. Padres have a runner in scoring position for the first time tonight, and we have a pause in the game. There has been a beach ball that I'm not sure if it was on purpose or on accident, but it was on the warning track. That will be given to a security guard who is in charge of the bullpen. Back to baseball. Jurickson Profar, first pitch is a curveball just upstairs. Ball one. Urias has been throwing a lot of high curveballs. Know that is his strength and is usually a hitter's weakness. 1-0 pitch. Urias is a curveball and a big swing and a miss. That one was filthy. That one kind of middle away. 1-1. Nola takes his lead from second. Here's the 1-1. And Profar takes a called strike 2. Profar thought that was inside, but that one hits the top right corner. 1-2. A payoff pitch coming. The fans come out of their feet here at Dodger Stadium. Trying to finish off the inning. Here it comes from Julio Urias. And a curveball way upstairs there. 2-2. So this will be the 39th pitch of the inning. A little bit of a longer inning. Juan Soto on deck. A walk would really be huge for Jurickson Profar, but right now only 2-2. A split-up count. Fans still on their feet, still loud. Here comes. Way upstairs. And it's 3-2 now. So the count going full on Jurickson Profar. Urias looking to get back into his groove. He's going to need to before he has to face Soto and Machado with a runner in scoring position. Here's the payoff pitch on the full count, a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Julio Urias strikes out the side despite allowing a 2-out stand-up double to Austin Nola. He's able to leave him stranded at second, and we're going to go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 lead for the Dodgers. Welcome back, everyone. A 2-0 lead for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's take a look now at some scores around sports tonight. A big night with NHL hockey back, and so is NBA basketball. So let's take a look at some NBA scores. The Spurs currently lead the Jazz 70-47. So that a blowout and a big win for the San Antonio Spurs. And the Trailblazers and the Warriors just getting started. Trailblazers lead that one 27-26. The Thunder defeated the Pistons earlier, 115-99. Magic over the Grizzlies, 109-105. And lastly, the Bulls over the Bucks, 127-104. And now here's Trey Turner to lead off this inning. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Turner hit the monstrous home run to left. First at bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is a ball just outside, and quickly it's 2-0. 2-0 count on Trey. Here's the pitch. And that one just outside as well. Clevenger keeps missing, trying to go outside. A 3-0 count. Let's see if they give him the green light. And that a called strike one on Trey. Bottom right, inside corner. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. No, he foul tipped it. My bad. No, it is actually swing and a miss. 3-2. I think they're going to say it's swing and a miss. So 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Turner swings. Fly ball into the gap in left center. This ball is going to one-hop the base of the wall, and Trey Turner has his second extra base hit of the night. It's a double to lead off the bottom of the third. He just missed a home run, but either way, another big hit for Trey Turner. Take another look. Trey Turner looks very comfortable, and on a full count, he just slugs one into the left center field gap. And some people thought that that ball would go the distance. To me, it looked like it was going to be a double all the way. Thought it could have maybe had a chance on getting out of here. So here's Freddie Freeman. Freeman swings. High fly ball, left field. This is Jerkson Profar backing up and making the catch. Turner retreats back to second base. One away for Will Smith, who hit a double in his first at-bat. Smith batting .287 this season with runners in scoring positions. He's been pretty reliable, to say the least. Clevenger steps off. Turner may have been taking a little bit too big of a lead over there. Always capable of stealing third with his speed. See if he tries to do it. Of course, probably not this early in the count. See what the Dodgers will have as their strategy in this at-bat. First pitch was a low ball one. And now, the second pitch here, this could be a nice opportunity for Trey Turner to try and steal a base. One out count on Will Smith. The offering from Clevenger, and they try and pick off Turner over at second. He gets back in safely on a dive. You might remember a little flashback of Will Smith. He hit a home run in the NLCS in 2020 off of Will Smith with the Atlanta Braves. Two Will Smiths in the MLB, and of course, another really famous Will Smith, the actor. 1-0 is in the dirt and way outside, so Nola had to make a nice play to keep that one from getting away. Sometimes that move of just getting to a pitch that's outside in the dirt or inside in the dirt looks a lot easier than it actually is. Looks like some pitch comm issues right now. I'm not sure if Clevenger can hear what's going on. Of course, I don't know, second means pitch comm, and they're going to have a quick little down visit. We're going to talk with Clevenger for a moment. We see Francisco Cervelli over in the Padres dugout. He is the catching coach for the Padres. And I mention that because Francisco Cervelli was one of my favorite players with the 2020 Marlins. He only played a season and a COVID-shortened season with the Marlins, but it was a really fun one, and I really love Francisco Cervelli and what he did for the Marlins. Hopefully, in the future, we can see Cervelli with the Marlins. Right now, he's serving as a catching coach for the Padres. A guy who is always a happy guy, always loves the game of baseball, Venezuelan, and he really stepped into a big role with the Marlins in a season where a ton of their players had to go to the IL because of COVID, with a big COVID outbreak. He stepped into a big role as a starting catcher, and he delivered with some very clutch moments as Will Smith with a drive into the left center field gap. That's going to be a double, and that's going to score Trey Turner. And Will Smith with his second stand-up double of the night. And the Dodgers have hit two doubles into the left center field gap in this inning. 3-0 Dodgers over the Padres with one away. Max Muncy to come up to the plate. Let's take another look at this. Will Smith took a pitch that was a fastball at the bottom of the zone, and he got a hold of it and drove that ball into the left center field gap and down for a double, nearly looking identical to Trey Turner's double in almost the same spot. Now here's Max Muncy. First pitch is in the dirt, gets away, but Will Smith's not going to take the risk and try and go to third. Gets back to second. Nola has a pretty good arm. Didn't really kick away too much. Padres with some action in their bullpen. There's the 1-0 count. Pitch. Called strike two right down the middle. And it's official. The Yankees will take game one over the Guardians. The final score there, 4-1. Guardians couldn't get anything going on offense, and they've scored just 2 runs in their past 2 games. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Max Muncy. That one inside on the curveball, low and inside, 2-1. So the official division series recap. Fried has the shortest postseason start in his career with 8 hits, 4 earned runs, and 3 1/3. Debuts by one of the Phillies. Then Alvarez with a 3-run walk-off homer in the 9th. That series 1-0. And then, of course, Anthony Rizzo hit a 2-1 homer in the 6th. The Yankees lead that series 1-0. So 2 home field teams have won today. 1 road team, of course, with the Phillies. Dodgers looking to keep the lead here and try and become the 3rd home team, the 3rd favorite to win today. The 2-1 inside, it's 3-1 on Max Muncy. Right now in the bullpen for the Padres, it's Stephen Wilson, the righty. He's the only man warming up. 3-1 pitch is low on the curveball, and that brings up Justin Turner. Muncy goes over to first on the walk, first and second with only one away. And now we take a look at Julio Urias, who has looked great tonight. A ton of backwards Ks. He has 3 backwards Ks and 1 forwards K. 4 strikeouts for Urias in 3 innings pitched with 1 hit allowed, 1 base runner allowed. That was a double. 40 pitches as well for Urias. Mound visit here with Mike Clevenger. A lot of mound visits playing for San Diego. Clevenger just hasn't been able to get into a rhythm. He had a nice second inning, but then here he's already allowed a run and some traffic on the base paths right now for the Dodgers with first and second trying to score their second, maybe even third run of the inning. Muncy on first and Smith on second for Justin Turner. It would be really nice for the Padres to get themselves out of all this trouble and turn the double play ball. Turner this season with runners in scoring position, batting .339. That's second in the NL. He's a really good hitter with the wrist. He has what he needs right now. Here's the first pitch for Justin Turner, who walked in his first plate appearance. Called strike 1 on the outside part of the zone, 0-1. A long inning here. Clevenger's 52nd pitch of this game. There's a ball just outside. Clevenger can't get too many friendly calls tonight. You can at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch for JT. He swings, fouls it off, 1-2. Mike Clevenger, a Florida guy from Jacksonville, Florida. He was born in Jacksonville, went to Wolfson High School in Jacksonville, went to Seminole State College of Florida in Sanford, Florida. He was drafted in the 4th round by the Angels in 2011. His major league debut in 2016 with the Cleveland Guardians. 1-2 pitches outside. That's ball 2, splitting up the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Clevenger struck him out. That's his 3rd strikeout on the inning. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game, sorry. There's 2 away. Mike Clevenger was traded by the Cleveland Guardians with a player to be named later and Greg Allen to the Padres and the Guardians in return got Joey Cantillo. The Guardians got in return Joey Cantillo, Gabriel Arias, Austin Hedges, Owen Miller, Josh Naylor, and Cal Quantrill. And then the Guardians sent Matt Waldron, who is yet to make his major league debut, to the San Diego Padres to complete that trade as the player to be named later. Here's the 0-1 pitch Gavin Lux, and that a called strike two. Only two pitchers count. So it's safe to say that that trade has worked out really well for the Guardians, getting guys headlined as Josh Naylor, Owen Miller, Cal Quantrill, and Austin Hedges. Four guys right there that you can certainly know of if you're a really big baseball fan and you know a little bit, at least a little bit about the Guardians. The 0-2 pitch, check swing, did not go. 1-2. Clevenger has struggled with injuries as of recent. Cal Quantrill actually pitched tonight. He's had a pretty nice season with the Guardians. 3.38 ERA. Only 27 years old still. Still a developing pitcher. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, that's ball two. Count split up at 2-2. Clevenger now approaching 60 pitches at 59 right now. Wilson's still warming up in the bullpen. Here's the 2-2 coming to Lux. And Lux swings, line drive, right field. That's going to be a fair ball and a base hit. Will Smith coming around. He will score. Max Muncy stops at third base. Throw comes into home. It's a RBI double for Gavin Lux. And it looks like Mike Clevenger might be coming out of the game. Dodgers lead at 4-0. And they are still pressuring here with 2 men on, 2 men in scoring position. We'll take a quick break. And when we come back, the Dodgers will bring Steven Wilson into the game. And he will have to pitch immediately from the stretch with Lux and Muncy on base. 4-0 Dodgers. See you in just a moment here on Four Corners. Welcome back, everyone. Some famous people in attendance tonight. Pat Sajak, Brad Paisley, Rob Lowe. It's LA, so when there's a big game in LA, the people are going to show up. But someone who has not shown up tonight is Mike Clevenger. His line is not over. Already given up 4 earned. He's responsible for Lux and Muncy currently both in scoring position. Lux at second and Muncy at third, with Trace Thompson at the plate and Cody Bellinger on deck. See if Steven Wilson can clear this mess here. Trace Thompson 0 for 1 in this game with a ground out. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Steven Wilson. That a called strike one. And the count at 1-1. If you're just joining us here on Four Corners, Dodgers lead the Padres 4-0. 2 outs and 2 in scoring position. Here's the 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss from Trace Thompson. Wilson gets ahead in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Padres have struggled to hit tonight. Just 1 hit total across 3 frames for the Padres offense. The 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. Big crowd here in LA tonight. A 2-2 pitch. Check swing, he did not go. And now it's a full count on Trace Thompson. Steven Wilson, originally from Littleton, Colorado, went to high school there, so he grew up there for his whole life, grew up there for his whole childhood, then went to Santa Clara University. 3-2 pitches outside, ball 4. Now here comes Cody Bellinger with the bases loaded and 2 away. So Wilson, 28-year-old, not a great start to this game. He got ahead 1-2. Then he just lost control against Thompson. And now it'll be Cody Bellinger before the lineup card turns around for already the 3rd time tonight to Mookie Betts. First pitch to Bellinger. Bellinger swings, fouls it off into the seats behind home plate. 0-1. Bellinger has a lot of power. He's capable of hitting a bomb. The 0-1 to Belly. Swing and a miss. Pitchers count 0-2. Wilson looking to get out of this mess without allowing any runs. An 0-2 count on Cody Bellinger. A big pitch coming from Wilson, his 9th. The windup, here's the pitch, and that one, did it hit Cody Bellinger? Did it hit him? They're going to say it did. Cody Bellinger gets hit by the pitch, and that forces in a run. It's 5-0 Dodgers. Everyone moves station to station. Let's take another look at this. This pitch inside. And did that hit the knob of Cody Bellinger's bat? Let's see. I believe that ball may have hit his hand and the knob. Either way, it's a hit by pitch. And they're going to review this one. Hit by pitches are reviewable. The crew chief is Mark Carlson, the second base umpire in this game. Trip Gibson, home plate umpire, made that call. So they are reviewing it. We will get a call in just a moment. By taking another look at this, it's really hard to tell. Yeah, it looks like that pitch, from what I've seen right now, from what I can declare, that pitch hit the knob of his bat. It's a foul ball. Now, they could have a different angle from the replay center in New York that's showing and indicating that it hit his hand as well. Let's see. So the call has been overturned. They take away a run, and it'll be 4-0 Dodgers, and Bellinger will have to come back to the plate. So we pick things back up. It's 0-2 on Cody Bellinger. The Arizona native Cody Bellinger on 0-2 hits a foul ball into the opposite field. Count will remain 0-2. Another payoff pitch coming from Steven Wilson. Bellinger, an MVP, Rookie of the Year, 2-time All-Star, a 2020 World Series champion, Gold Glove. He has a Gold Glove, Silver Slugger Award. He's also the NLCS MVP from 2020. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one way inside. Doesn't get away from Nola. Ball in 2 strikes. Cody Bellinger had a 1.398 OPS in April of 2019. That was the best opening month OPS by any player with a minimum of 125 plate appearances in the last 100-plus years. Interesting fact about Cody Bellinger that you probably did not know. Bellinger fouls off the 1-2. We'll do it again from 1-2. Really putting together a really long at-bat here after could have been an RBI and everyone going station to station and a run to score on the hit by pitch with the bases loaded. Instead, we have a 1-2 pitch. Here it comes from Wilson. Bellinger hits one on the ground. Going to take a nice play, and Will Myers cannot make the play, and everyone goes station to station, and the Dodgers get their run back from the hit by pitch. I think they're going to rule that an RBI single. It was kind of a tough grounder that ate up Will Myers on the backhand, a guy who has not played first base as much as of recently. Played, as I mentioned earlier, over 100 games at first base in 2017 and 2016, but then has mostly played the outfield ever since, and he kind of has come back to this position recently, and that one just a tough hop there, tried to backhand it, and then couldn't pick it up smoothly, was rushing himself, and couldn't get the somewhat speedy Bellinger out on the base path, and Mookie Betts swings, and a really nice-looking swing from Mookie Betts, but got under it a lot, fouls it off. 0-2, 0-1 on Mookie Betts, who was 0-2 in this game. With 2 away and the bases loaded, a 5-0 Dodgers lead. Betts looking to add on a little bit more runs against Wilson with Trey Turner on deck. Here's the 0-1. Betts swings. It's a foul ball into the opposite field. Seats 0-2. This has been a really long inning. Julio Urias, wonder if this could affect his outing. He's been sitting down for a while, gives his arm some rest. Let's see how he will do after the very long break. About a half hour on this half inning. The 0-2 pitch, Betts swings, fouls it off. Mookie Betts in his career with the bases loaded has 5 grand slams and 308 average, so an elite hitter with the bases loaded. Pitcher's count, no balls, 2 strikes. Can Wilson finish off Mookie? Mookie swings, line drive left field. This ball hooking and foul into the seats. Mookie hit that ball pretty nicely, but that ball goes foul into the left field seats. So Mookie keeps the at-bat alive. Two outs here in the bottom of the third. An 0-2 pitch with the bases loaded to Mookie. Another payoff coming. Mookie swings. Little pop-up. Who's going to get it? It will be Trent Grisham to make the catch coming from center field, making the catch in shallow right. So the inning ends. Dodgers add on a few more runs. And at the end of the third, the Dodgers have 5 runs and 6 hits compared to the Padres, just no runs and 1 hit. We'll be back in just a moment. And finally, this half inning is over. We will see Julio Urias right after the break. Welcome back, everyone. 5-0 Dodgers. Padres struggling so far, looking to get something going on offense against Julio Urias. Juan Soto to dig in. Soto 0 for 1 in this game. The first pitch is a called strike 1. It's 0-1. Soto starting off his playoff career in a San Diego Padres uniform, already with a World Series under his belt. with the Washington Nationals, of course, in 2019. 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. A 1-1 count on Juan Soto. Here it comes from Urias, and that one a curveball for strike two. Really nice pitch there from Julio Urias, who has looking really nice on the curveball so far. Part of the reason why he has so many backwards Ks. Soto, if you look at his career accolades, he's a two-time All-Star, a Home Run Derby champion, a 2019 World Series champion, a two-time Silver Slugger. He also won a batting title. 1-2 pitch is low, near the dirt, 2-2. Urias has thrown 44 pitches so far, looking like he can probably go a lot of innings. The lowest chase rate in the MLB belongs to Max Muncy, but right after that, it's Juan Soto. Soto has an incredible eye. The 2-2 pitch, Soto swings, line drive into center. That gets caught by Cody Bellinger for round number 1. We got to look at the replay of Anthony Rizzo's 2-run homer, his 8th career postseason home run, which pretty much closed out the game for the Yankees. They were up 2-1. That gave them a 4-1 lead. It was a majestic fly ball homer to right field over the short porch in Yankee Stadium. Very controversial, of course. Some people calling the Yankee Stadium a Little League park. First pitch to Manny is a called strike 1. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Manny. He swings, hits a ground ball foul. Machado, a former Dodger himself, from Hialeah, Florida, near Miami. The 0-2 pitch to Machado is fouled off. Manny was a Dodger in 2018. And with the Dodgers in 2018, just played in 66 games, enough for 296 plate appearances. And in that, for the regular season only, he hit 273 with a 338 OBP. But he's well past his Dodgers days. He was the final out of a World Series as well when the Dodgers lost the World Series in 2018. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. 5th strikeout on the night for Julio Urias. And with 2 away, here comes Brandon Drury. An amazing pitch there to Manny Machado. Machado had some chances on the at-bat, but then he gets him to chase at a pitch below the zone. Now here comes Brandon Drury. First pitch, Drury swings, foul ball. Drury struck out in the 2nd inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Drury takes low for ball 1. Brandon Drury, to take a little recap of his career, he was drafted by the Braves in 2010 in the 13th round. He also later signed a few days later, and he was traded by the Braves with Nick Ahmed, Randall Delgado, Martin Prado, he fouls the 1-1 pitch off, and Zeke Spruill to the Arizona Diamondbacks for Chris Johnson and Justin Upton, so he's part of that Justin Upton trade. And then he was traded as a 3-team trade by the Arizona Diamondbacks to the New York Yankees. New York Yankees sent Taylor Widener to the Arizona Diamondbacks. The New York Yankees sent Nick Solak to the Tampa Bay Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays sent Steven Souza Jr. to the Arizona Diamondbacks as the 1-2 pitches upstairs, 2-2. The Diamondbacks sent players to be named later and Anthony Banda to the Tampa Bay Rays. The Arizona Diamondbacks sent Sam McWilliams and Colin Poche to the Rays to complete that trade. Very complex trade. The 2-2 pitch, Drury swings, high fly ball down the left field line, this one hooking, foul. That ball had some pop on it, but goes foul. So after all of that in that big 3-team trade, he was then traded over by the New York Yankees to the Toronto Blue Jays. He was traded with Billy McKinney, a guy who's played for a bunch of different teams. And he was traded for J.A. Happ. So that's how the Yankees got J.A. Happ. And he was granted free agency in October of 2020, signed as a free agent with the Mets. Granted free agency in October of 2021 after that. Signed as a free agent with the Cincinnati Reds after a season with the Mets. And then traded by the Reds to the Padres for Victor Acosta. Very long and complex career of Brandon Drury, but he finds himself with a lot of success this season, especially to start off the season with the Reds. He was on a tear, cooled down a little bit when he came to the Padres. 3-2 pitches, swung on and missed. Brandon Drury strikes out. That ends the inning. So 4 really strong innings for the starter tonight for the Dodgers. Julio Urias giving up just 1 base runner. We'll be back in a moment on Four Corners. Welcome back to Four Corners, everyone. Dodgers lead it 5-0, starting off their journey to try and win a World Series for the late great Vin Scully, of course. As pretty much everyone who is a big baseball and sports fan knows, passed away earlier this season. Sandy Koufax is here at the game. He was, of course, as many Dodgers players in the past, broadcasted by Vin Scully. 1-0, swung and missed by Trey Turner, who was 2 for 2 with 2 extra bases in this game, a homer and a double. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one outside. It's 2-1. Turner ahead in the count. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Turner swings. Ground ball into the camera well. Making the count 2-2. The payoff pitch coming from Steven Wilson. Wonder what the Padres' game plan will be with the bullpen for the rest of the game, trailing 5-0 and have not been able to get anything going on offense. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3, struck him out. Backwards K for Steven Wilson, his first strikeout of the game. Trey Turner, the first victim. And 1 away for Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman signed a huge contract with the Dodgers this offseason after what was really a huge, very hot topic at the beginning of the season with his agent and everything. He wanted to come back to the Braves. His agent didn't give him the full offer because I guess his agent wanted him to go to the Dodgers. Those are what the rumors are. But Freeman is a Dodger, and he is from Orange, California. Originally born in Villa Park, went to El Modena High School in Orange, California. 1-0 pitch is swung and fouled off. Freeman signed through 2027, 6 years, $162 million. And the Dodgers, in their postseason history, are 46-1 when leading by 5+ runs. So history is saying that the Dodgers are going to win this game. The 1-1 pitch upstairs. Of course, it's never over till it's over, especially with what we've seen. With the Blue Jays in the wild card, they blew a 7-run lead, and the Mariners today blew a 4-run lead. I guess we'll have to wait and see. The 2-1 pitch to Freddie Freeman is swung on and popped up foul. And a nice snag over there by a fan who is reaching out into the walkway, separating the seats really close to the field to the seats a little bit further back in the lower level. Freeman has 199 hits in the regular season, so he was just 1 shy of the 200 mark. 47 doubles, 2 triples as well. A little bit faster of a first baseman compared to some other guys. He's also drawn 84 walks, just been so productive overall this season. 3-2 pitch is just inside. Freeman draws a walk just as I talk about his walks, kind of like he heard me. Just like Trey Turner might have heard me before he hit that home run earlier in the game, back in the first inning. So 1 away and 1 on for Will Smith, who already has 2 doubles in this game. Here's the first pitch to Will Smith. 30th of the game from Wilson is fouled off back into the netting behind home plate. Smith made his debut in May 28th, 2019, at the age of 24. He's now 27 years old. He was drafted by the Dodgers as first-round pick in 2016 from University of Louisville. 0-1 pitch, fouled off. 0-2. Definitely a big change for Will Smith. He was born in Louisville, went to Louisville for college, and then went all the way over to the West Coast when definitely would say that things are a lot bigger in LA than they are in Kentucky. Balls and 2 strikes on Smith. Wilson's payoff offering is swung and hit in the air, shallow right center field, and on the outfield grass, Cronenworth makes the catch on the pop out, 2 away. The Dodgers have dominated versus the Padres since 2011. The Dodgers have out-homered San Diego 273 to 188, and in the last 28 games, the Dodgers have a 23-5 record against San Diego. Now here comes Max Muncy. First pitch to Muncy is inside for ball 1. Muncy is 1 for 1, third plate appearance of the game. He has a RBI single, a walk, score a run. Put together a nice game so far. Looking to reach base for the 3rd time and get his 2nd hit. 1-0 pitch is swung and missed. Muncy took a big hack at that one. Not sure what the plan is going to be with Wilson and how many innings you want to pitch him at 34 pitches. I mean, if the Padres can't get anything going on offense and Wilson is not doing too terrible, of course he's not dominating these incredible Dodgers hitters, but getting the job done. 1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. Wilson looking to get out of the inning right here. 2-1 pitch. Muncy swings. Not really a full swing there. Tried to check swing, but clearly couldn't get the job done. 2-2. Put up count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch coming from Steven Wilson to the third baseman, Max Muncy. And a called strike 3 on the inside part of the zone. A backwards K for Steven Wilson. Ending the 4th inning. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Dodgers lead it 5-0. Padres looking to get something going when we come back. Julio Urias coming back onto the mound here for the top of the fifth inning. He has dominated so far in this game, allowing just one base runner, trying to keep it up here. It's been a really slow-moving game so far. Padres have already used 2 pitchers. 5 runs already for the Dodgers. First pitch to Will Myers is a called strike 1. 0-1. Urias on the season has a 1.71 ERA after the third inning. That's the lowest in the MLB. He gets even better. He gets deeper in the game. The 0-1 pitch is a ball low of the zone. Myers flew out in the second, batting .261 in the regular season. 1-1 offering is skied into left. This ball's carrying. Gone! Just gets over the wall. Trace Thompson with a leaping attempt. But it'll be a home run for Will Myers. And he breaks up the shutout for Julio Urias. That's just the second hit that Urias has allowed tonight. Myers skied that ball. Just got over the wall, 376 feet. It was a really nice smooth swing. Taking a look at this. Looks like the umpires are going to actually try and review this to see if this ball actually did go over the wall, if there was some type of interference. And definitely very close. Let's take a look. And this ball was off the hands of a fan, but I'm not sure if they're going to say that he reached over. Right now, it's a home run solo shot for Will Myers. They are still looking at this. Off the bare hands of a fan. Then went into the first row party deck. Still taking a quick look at this, and we'll be right back on Four Corners. So the call on the field stands. It is a home run for Will Myers that got over the wall. He barely got over the wall. He kind of stuck the bat out there and took an outside pitch to left field, and Trace Thompson couldn't get that one. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. First pitch inside, ball 1. He is now at 60 pitches. There's a 1-0 from Julio. And a curveball inside. Now the hitters count. Cronenworth flew out in the second. 239 average on the season. 2-0 pitch is lined into right field, through the infield, a base hit. And Mookie Betts throws it into the infield. And after the home run, Cronenworth follows up with a single. No outs and one away for Ha-Seong Kim. We're going to get something going for the Padres. Beat off this home run and single. Ha-Seong Kim struck out in the third. But all that matters right now is if he can get on base here. First pitch is fouled back. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Ha-Seong Kim swing and a miss for strike two. Ha-Seong Kim was signed in the off-season before last season. The KBO signed to a 4-year, $28 million 4-year contract. He was a stud in South Korea. 26 years old and is still making that transition to the majors. Just like others from Asia have gone right in his path. The 1-2 pitch is low, 2-2 now. Korea starting to show some fatigue, it looks like. A very long game. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and Kim sends the line drive to left, and diving attempt from Trace Thompson. He can't get there, and Will Myers, who had to hold up to see if that ball was going to get caught, and only advanced 2 bases, but it'll be a double for Ha-Seong Kim, and now second and third with nobody out, and the Padres are getting something going. Kim hit that ball very sharply out to left, and Thompson had to come in to his left. He tried to make a diving attempt, but it got past him. Bellinger backed him up. So he was able to get it after it was all the way to the wall. Ha-Seong Kim fired up after that double that can't score a run, but does set up second and third with nobody out for Trent Grisham. Here's the first pitch to Grisham. Swing and a miss for strike one. Grisham 0 for 1 in this game, like many other Padres hitters in this inning. Padres are breaking through here and starting to get some offense going. Rios with 69th pitch coming up. There's some signs that he may not be able to go for 7 or 8 innings. Quickly, it's 0-2 on Trent Grisham. 241 in the regular season. Struck out in his first attempt. Rios about to get in the 70s on the pitch count. Here's the 0-2 payoff pitch. Foul back. A very slow-moving game. It's 7, 8, 9 batters in the wild card against the Mets. At 400, and tonight, 2 for 4. Bottom of the Padres lineup has been really strong. They've produced almost all their hitting so far in this game. 0-2 pitch. Grisham fouls it off another way. Already been broadcasting for 2 hours and 10 minutes. 4 minutes. Appreciate those of you who are joining us here on Four Corners. The Dodgers lead it 5-1 over the Padres, but runners on second and third. San Diego threatening here, down by only 4. Grisham with a home run can make it 5-4. Ground ball to first. Freeman taking himself and step on the first base bag. But a run comes home on the RBI ground out, and now here comes Austin Nola. Kim advances to third base. Nola coming up to the plate. All Nola needs to do is make decent contact. Let's say a ground ball to the right side of the infield, your first base, could get Kim home if it's a good ground ball. Or, of course, a hit. You can always take that. Or a sac fly. Kim does not have bad speed at all. Shortstop, so that's saying one thing, and then another thing saying that he has double-digit stolen bases this season, so he's definitely capable of scoring on a lot of fly balls. They get a 2-run game. Here's the 0-1 from Urias, and a ground ball fouled off, 0-2. The Dodgers get some action in their bullpen right now. Right now in the bullpen is Evan Phillips, the righty. Here's the 0-2 pitch that's upstairs. 1-2. See on the Dodgers uniforms, they have the Vince Scully icon, Vince Scully patch, and the Maury Willis patch. Nola skies one to left, coming in Thompson. Throw home. Kim coming, and he gets in safely. Kim with a slide home gets the Padres their third run, but he seems to be a little bit banged up there. A bang play at home. Kim comes in safely, but we got to take another look at this on the replay on what it could specifically be about Kim. He looked a little bit injured. Not sure if he's fine now, maybe just a little bit of contact there. Yeah, he kind of slid into. No, the ball actually hit him. So the throw hit him when he was coming home. Yeah, that ball bounced and then hit off the back of his thigh, it looks like. He should be fine and remain in the game. Profar fouls it off. Now, the reason you couldn't tell is because after it hit off of Hassan Kim, it bounced into the bare hand of Smith. Didn't really think about that when I first saw it, but Smith had to barehand it. Now the 0-1 pitch, Profar foul ball in the opposite field. Here's the 0-2. Profar sends a fly ball to right. This is Mookie Betts under it and making the catch Middle of the fifth, here we come. Padres scored 3 on the inning, starting off with a Will Myers home run, then manufactured runs, an RBI groundout, and a sac fly. It's 5-3. Dodgers lead is cut to just 2. We'll be back in a moment on Four Corners for the bottom of the fifth inning. Back here, everyone, on Four Corners. Justin Turner to lead off the bottom of the fifth for the Dodgers. First pitch is a ball just upstairs. And a new pitcher for the San Diego Padres, it's Pierce Johnson, pitched in 15 games this season. 5.02 ERA, 1-2 record. Comes in here with his team trailing by 2, trying to keep it that way. 1-0 is a called strike. Justin Turner walked in the first inning, looking to reach base for the second time in this game, 0 for 1. Even count. The pitch from Johnson. Turner swings, pops it up. That is Myers in foul territory and has to move a little bit to his left to make the play, but he's able to make the catch. Turner retired, 1 away. Now it'll be Gavin Lux. Lux is 1 for 2 with an RBI double in the third. Here's the first pitch. That one just upstairs on the curveball from Johnson. Johnson, throw a lot of those. We've seen a ton of curveballs in this game. Johnson is the third pitcher of the night for the San Diego Padres, fourth in this game. The 1-0 downstairs at 84. Definitely you can call Johnson a soft tosser. Doesn't throw very hard. None of these pitchers really throw too hard. We've seen in this game. 5-3 ball game. The 2-0 is grounded. Ha-Seong Kim's throw to first in time for the out. Quickly 2 away on 6 pitches. Here's the first pitch to Trace Thompson. Strike 1 on a swing and a miss. Not a full swing there. Pretty one for Trace Thompson. The 0-1. Called strike 2. Good pitch there on the inside part of the plate. In the low 80s. That's all that Johnson's going to give you. So Dodgers can find a nice pitch to hit and crush it. Pitch just upstairs, 1-2. Dodgers have not looked too aggressive. Ever since taking the 5-0 lead, they've kind of calmed down a little bit. I need to get back in the groove. Here's the 1-2 payoff pitch, and that one low and away in the dirt, 2-2. Trace Thompson, who's had a breakout season this year, for its first hit in the game. The 2-2 pitch inside, making the count filled up. Trace Thompson, a former Padre himself. 3-2 pitch. Thompson swings. High fly ball. Left center field. This ball is going to get caught by Trent Grisham. We will end the 5th inning. We're going to go to the 6th with Juan Soto, Manny Machado, the San Diego Padres to come back up to bat, trailing by just 2 right after the break. Welcome back to the broadcast, everyone. Going to the sixth inning. 5-3 here in the NLDS between the Dodgers and the Padres. Been a fun one so far. Julio Urias, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 3 earned runs. He really looked great up until last inning. Now he's out of the game after just 5 innings pitched. Not trying to overuse him and prepare him for the rest of the postseason. Into the game for the Dodgers is Evan Phillips. Here's the 0-1, that one downstairs. And Phillips. Since July 23rd in 27 games, Evan Phillips has been great in 26 innings pitched. Just a 0.35 ERA. The 1-1 to Soto is fouled off. It's 1-2. Phillips is actually from Maryland. Went to high school in North Carolina. Went to UNC Wilmington for college. And then was drafted and signed with the Atlanta Braves in the 17th round of the 2015 draft. Made his debut in 2018 with the Braves, pitching 4 games before coming over to Baltimore. And then the Dodgers in 2021. Full count on Juan Soto. Big opportunity here for the Padres, starting off with Juan Soto. Always going to want to have a big inning when the inning starts with Juan Soto. That starts, of course, with Juan Soto getting on. 3-2 pitch. Soto swings, line drive, foul ball. That ball was hit really sharply on a line. Foul. Another full count offering from Phillips to Soto. This is the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Would be a very likely outcome if Soto draws the walk. Phillips shakes off his catcher twice. So now here comes the 3-2. And that one is outside. Ball 4. Soto walks, doing the thing he does best. Runner on first with no outs. And here comes Manny Machado. Manny had 32 home runs in the regular season. Also hit a home run in the series against the Mets. He could tie up this game with one big swing. Soto takes his lead off of first. Here's the first pitch to Manny, and that one downstairs. Machado has came through in the big moments this season. He has a walk-off home run. He's had a ton of hype and clutch hits in his career. Here comes the 1-0. Machado fouls that one off. Back behind the plate, evened up at 1-1. This Saturday, We will see USC and Utah. USC up to number 7 in college football. That game will be on Fox. On college football Saturday coming up. Well, some more Division Series games this weekend before we move on to the ALCS and NLCS as Machado hits a high foul ball into the second deck. And we'll do it again from 1 and 2. Brandon Drury on deck for San Diego. Remember, star slugger Josh Bell not in the lineup tonight, as well as Jorge Alfaro, 2 guys available off the bench for the Padres. Here's the 1-2 to Machado, low and outside, and now 2 and 2. And the Padres hitters really working up good at bats here against Phillips. So a split up count, and now here's the 2-2 pitch. Catcher steps up inside as Phillips steps off. Approaching 2.5 hours on this broadcast. A 2-2 count on Manny. Here's the pitch. Machado hits a ground ball. This one's going to stay fair weakly on the infield down the third base line. Machado, I guess you can say it worked out with a bunt. It was a full, clear swing, not a good-looking one, but he gets it to stay fair for an infield single, basically a drag bunt. And now we will have a pinch hitter. Josh Bell will pinch hit for Brandon Drury. That ball stayed fair, and it actually moved in the opposite direction, closer to the pitcher's mound. So a perfectly placed little infield single for Manny Machado, and now here comes Josh Bell. Bell hit a home run just like Manny Machado did in that series against the Mets. So Brandon Drury's night is over. Bell this season, 156 games, a .266 average, 17 home runs, 71 RBIs, and in the wild card series, he had 3 hits, including a home run. First pitch to Bell, inside, ball 1. Now you can tell Bob Melvin's move right here. He's really wanting Josh Bell to hit a home run. He hit one off Max Scherzer in Game 1. And if he can do that yet again, the Padres will take the lead after being down 5-0. The 1-0 pitch is a called strike 1, even count. Huge at-bat against Josh Bell, one that can decide the rest of the game. Here comes the 1-1. Bell, swing and a miss. 1-2. Here's the payoff pitch, and Bell swings, hits a ground ball foul, and we'll do it again. Phillips so far has thrown 16, about to throw 17 pitches. Has not been able to recording out so far. Padres really doing a good job, making this game even longer. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Bell with another foul ball right back to the netting. Here's another 1-2 pitch. That one inside on the off speed. 2-2. Another payoff pitch. Bell gets the bat on it, fouls it off. We have now reached 2.5 hours of this game, still just in the top of the 6th inning. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming to Josh Bell. Here it comes from Phillips. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. So a really long at-bat that ends in a swing and a miss strikeout and a forwards K for Phillips. 20 pitches, 1 away and 2 on in this inning. And here comes Will Myers. They were relying on Bell to hit the long ball. He ends up doing the complete opposite and striking out. And now Myers is going to come to the plate here. So here comes the first pitch to Myers. He shows bunt, takes it back, and takes a called strike 1. No, I'm actually going to say that's a ball. Looked to me that would be a strike. A little bit of a questionable call right there from the home plate umpire, Tripp Gibson. Currently 9:04 right now in LA. There's the 1-0 pitch, fouled off. Doing this game from the East Coast, it's 12:06. Warming up in the bullpen for the LA Dodgers is Alex Vesia, the former Marlin. Yes, I am a Marlins fan. We traded Alex Vesia to the Dodgers in exchange for Dylan Floro. I think it's worked out kind of well for both teams. 1-1 pitch is swung and missed. And Will Myers. Phillips is starting to settle in here on the inning. Strike away from picking up his second strikeout in a row. Fans getting on their feet here at Dodger Stadium. It's getting loud. They want to see Myers strike out. Instead, he hits a foul ball on the really weak grounder. So another 1-2 pitch. Every hitter so far in this game has really worked up long at bats. They've been fighting. Playoff baseball. It's called playoff baseball for a reason. This is a good representation of playoff baseball. Everyone is playing 100%, and it's been showing. Myers fouls that pitch back. So a lot of foul balls. And a very interesting game so far, to say the least. Here's the 1-2. Myers swings, ground ball, Lux to second, Turner to first. It's an inning-ending double play. The Dodgers turn 2. They lead at 5-3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning, a 5-3 Dodgers lead, and I'm going to have to head out for the night. I know nobody's been watching the stream for a little bit, but I'm going to have to go to bed. It's a few minutes past midnight local time. So we thank you, everyone, for watching Four Corners. I'm Ryan Schlesinger saying good night and good luck to both teams for the rest of this game.